Marias! Alam nyo ba na kailangan nating i-reapply ang ating sunscreen every time magkakaroon tayo ng sun exposure? May it be for the face or the body, kailangan nating i-reapply ang ating SPF every 2 to 4 hours. And yan nga yung pag-uusapan natin for today because i-review natin ang isang produkto na nagkiklaim na it will allow you to reapply sunscreen on your face without disturbing your existing makeup. So if excited na kayo, then please keep on watching.
Maria, 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 Maria.
Yes, Marias, today i-review po natin ang latest product from All Covered by AC or Anakay at ito ay ang kanilang powder sunscreen. Ayan, ang ganda ng kanyang packaging, very sleek, very classic and elegant because it's pearlized yung finish ng kanyang box, which is very similar dun sa kanilang nilabas na tinted sunscreen a couple of months ago. So, at this time, meron din silang tatlong shade na ni-release all at the same time. And of course, dahil on the lighter shade tayo, light yung aking kinuha. Pero ngayon, pag-usapan natin yung mga detalye na involved dito sa product na to. So, powder sunscreen. This is not really the first time na meron tayong local powdered sunscreen. Meron na rin isang local brand na nag-release ng pressed or compact version ng powder sunscreen. And this product is along the same line kasi powder din siya. Hindi nga lang siya pressed kasi this is loose. So you can actually use this to set your foundation or your tinted sunscreen or just put powder on your face on top of an existing sunscreen, may it be tinted or not. And it is claiming to be on the go kasi nga you can reapply sunscreen nang hindi na-disturb yung makeup na meron ka na, like what I have right now. So we will be having a wear test later on. Although it did not claim to be transfer-proof and mask-proof, gusto pa rin nating makita kung ano yung magiging itsura niya after a couple of hours nang naka-mask. So this one actually says here na it is all-cover powdered sunscreen that is lightweight, on-the-go loose powder that blends easily with makeup and absorbs oil. So itatest din natin yung kanyang oil absorption as well as it reduces shine, creating a flawless and matte finish. And yes, it creates a soft matte. Parang velvet matte finish. Kasi medyo makinis yung dating niya. Hindi siya yung matte na parang, wow, parang foundation day ang itsura na parang kang nag-cake, no? And this one is light to sheer coverage. Yung iba, claim nila na medium. But for me, based on all the powders that I've experienced, this is not even close to medium. This is just light to sheer coverage na talaga namang parang translucent powder lang yung effect niya, pero may konti siyang shade. So, that's another thing na sana nag-release din sila ng translucent para dun sa mga tao na ayaw ng mga natatransfer na pigment like me. Kasi mas maganda sana kung merong translucent para pag nagmask ako, wala akong nakikitang pigment doon sa inside ng mask. Kasi syempre minsan hassle pag ni-remove mo and makikita ng ibang tao na parang ang pangit lang tignan. But ako lang naman yon, it's not applicable to everyone. So, there are a few things that I will actually share with you all throughout this video. So, this one, we will be doing the pros and cons. Of course, meron akong cheat sheet dito sa baba. Meron tayong pros and cons as well as the wear test, flash test, and also yung kanyang longevity. So, this one actually cost 488 pesos. May kamahalan siya ng konti, pero average naman kasi sa amount ng product na makukuha mo, 15 grams na siya. And again, ayan o, ang ganda ng packaging niya, very classic, very sleek. Although may kalakihan siya, kasya pa rin naman siya sa iyong pouch or sa iyong bag. Ganun. So, now, it claimed to be on the go when it comes to the sunscreen. Pero tong packaging na to, hindi ko siya marirecommend na on the go kasi nga ang laki niya. Pag magre-retouch ka, yung pouch mo, ito lang yung malalaman. And then, this one is available sa Shopee and Lazada. Ilalagay ko na lang yung link sa description box below. And it ranges to approximately 2 days before you reach it from the time of ordering. Well, ako ay dito lang naman ako sa Makati, kaya madali ko lang siyang natanggap. When it comes to the shade, meron nga siyang light, medium, and deep. Hindi ko na kinuha yung iba kasi hindi ko naman siya magagamit. Ayoko magsayang ng pera. Pandemic, ang hirap bumili ng mga produkto na hindi mo naman nagagamit and hindi essential. When it comes to the packaging, ang ganda lang kasi dahil meron na siyang puff. So, hindi siya basta-basta natatanggal kasi nga dual purpose siya. It is definitely a functional na puff na yun yung ginamit ko on this side of my face. At the same time, blocker din siya para hindi masyadong makalat yung powder kapag nalagay mo siya sa iyong bag. And then, sabi ni Anna, she tried to experiment on different packaging, but she ended up with the basic one kasi nga, we don't want to add up to the cost just because may salamin, just because ganito, ganyan, may sifter, diba? Which is convenient kasi this is really the regular packaging, but very aesthetically pleasing. So, the only thing I would highly suggest is sana meron silang travel size. I will show you a travel size powder packaging. Hold on. Ganito, sana mag-release si Anna or All Covered by Anna Kai ng travel size. This is how many grams? This is 2 grams. And also, yung tinted sunscreen, sana ilagay din sa on-the-go pouch. May takip to, ha? Para travel-friendly siya. Yung halimbawa, magta-travel ka na hindi mo gustong i-carry yung ganito kalalaking lalagyan. Kasi medyo, it will take up space in your bag. And if you are a jet setter or yung talagang light packer ka lang, mas gusto mo na may powder ka and sunscreen ng ganito lang, oh, kasyang-kasya sa kamay mo, diba? This is just a suggestion for me when it comes to packaging. 2 grams na powder and ilan ba to? 20 grams na sunscreen. It's good for how long? Like 5 to 7 days, diba? Sobra pa nga sa powder. It's just me, suggestion ka lang naman, diba? When it comes to sunscreen, ang highly recommended is titanium dioxide or zinc oxide. And makikita nyo dito sa packaging sa box, hindi siya nakalagay dito sa likod. Pero ang ginamit nila dito is zinc oxide. So it's definitely a good ingredient when it comes to sun protection. It can protect you from UVA and UVB. So ano ba yung difference nila? I'll put the link on the description box below kung saan ko talagang diniscuss kung ano yung mga advantage about the sunscreen and sunblock. So, go ahead to the description box below if you want to know more about sun protection. For the claims, again, hindi naman niya kinlaim na transfer-proof and mask-proof siya. Pero kiniklaim niya na it will give you a maximized protection for your sunscreen if this will be paired with this one. Even if hindi naman dito sa tinted sunscreen nila, i-pair itong powder na to, pwede mo pa rin siyang gamitin. Pero I would not suggest that you use it alone because it is not a traditional way of having sunscreen on your face for better protection. This is meant for retouch only para mas ma-retain mo yung sun protection sa face na hindi na nade-disturb kung ano man yung meron na existing sa iyong mukha. When it comes to the application, I prefer both. Kung hindi ka mahilig magdala ng extrang brush, pwede mong gamitin yung kasama nito na puff. Or kung ikaw naman yung brush type of person, pwede rin siya sa brush. May it be synthetic, natural hair, yung fluffy, or yung maliit lang na brush, magwo-work pa rin siya. Now, enough of the introduction. Let's go to my first impression review as well as the application. Hey guys, alam nyo ba, I am so excited. Kakaligo ko lang. Medyo basa pa yung ating buhok. And I'm very much excited. It is currently 6 p.m. and katatapos ko lang maligo kasi nga meron akong ongoing training, which is one of the reason why I rarely upload reviews lately. But eto, hindi ko talaga pwedeng palagpasin. And ito lang naman ay ang bagong produkto ng All Covered by Anna Kai. So literal, kakarating lang nga, dumating siya habang naliligo ako. So buksan na natin. I ordered it during the launch, so 2 days ago. Medyo mabilis din naman, in fairness. So, I'm very much excited kasi I really fell in love with the tinted sunscreen. However, pag nagmamask kasi ako, I'm avoiding tinted sunscreen due to the fact that it can actually promote oiliness because, syempre, nakasil yung mukha mo with mask and I am wearing it for almost 8 hours. Magbe-break lang ako if I'm going to drink water or magla-lunch. So let's open it. And I only got the shade white light. So this is how the packaging looks like. Medyo may konti lang siyang dent dito, which is not really fault ng All Covered. It's definitely the courier kasi nga ito lang naman yung bubble wrap niya. So, super nice ng kanyang packaging. Again, I got the shade light. And it says here on the packaging itself, All Covered by Anna Kai Powder Sunscreen SPF 50 PA++. So, this is made in Korea and 15 grams. So, nandito meron siyang tape seal sa taas. Kita nyo ba? So, sa ilalim na lang natin siya bubuksan, which is the way that Anna Kai demonstrated on her video. So, it says here, expiry date of March 2023. March 22, 2023. And buksan na nga natin. Hindi naman siya ganun kahirap buksan. So, magaan lang siya. Very lightweight. This is, how many grams? 15 grams technically. But it's not the 15 grams, I think, na yung packaging. 15 grams yung powder itself. So, ayan na. So, ang ganda niya. Medyo bukas ng konti, You know, although hindi naman siya tumapon. Ayan. So, similar lang yung makikita nyo from the box itself. And itong nandito sa kanilang packaging sa labas. And sa likod, very, very well detailed. Then, yung same na information makikita mo sa box. It says here, all covered powder sunscreen is a lightweight on-the-go loose powder that blends easily with makeup. It absorbs oil and reduces shine, creating a flawless and matte finish. It comes in 3 different shades: light, medium, and deep. So it says here how to use. Just tap a small amount of powder onto the lid using the puff, sponge, or brush. Apply all over the face and use as needed to touch up and control shine. So, yun lang, as easy as that. And buksan na nga natin. Let's do a swatch. Charan! Wala siyang mirror, wala siyang anything special at the back of the lid. And meron siyang puff. I would highly appreciate if they actually put AC or all covered here, but it doesn't affect the quality of the product. When you remove it, it's a typical puff, which reminds me of a Coty Airspun. Coty Airspun. And the packaging itself reminds me of Coty Airspun. If you're not familiar with that, I'll insert a video clip here or photo. It reminds me of that in a smaller version, but the bottom part reminds me of Laura Mercier. Frosted glass yung dating, but itong kanyang itsura is very, very Coty Airspun for me, okay? So, ayan. Yung puff niya, furry yung taas, pero sa ilalim, regular sponge lang yung, puff lang yung itsura niya. And then, ito yung itsura niya without the puff. Meron siyang sticker. And, ito, in-advise na to ni Anna kay sa kanyang video. But, that's actually the best practice we have in the makeup industry. Hindi talaga namin binubuksan ng buo. Wait lang, hinahanap ko yung aking cutter. Hindi talaga namin binubuksan ng buo yan. So, i-cutter nyo. Hindi nga kailangan kalahati kahit, lang. Hindi masyadong kalahati. Yung 1/3 lang. Wait lang. Para akong nagkakat ng pizza pie. And then, ayan, parang ganito lang. 1/3. And then, tsaka matuklapin yung sticker. I will not have this much time bukas kasi nga may pasok ako. Kaya ngayon ko na ginagawa ito. Bukas, more of the application and wear test tayo. Para masaya. Okay, and meron siyang yung tinutuklap sa dulo para matanggal mo siya. Hindi siya yung mga ngapa ka talaga na, saan ko ba tatanggalin to, diba? Hirap siya ng bahagya kasi nga ginupit ko, diba? Wait lang. Kinatter pala. So, I hope I was able to successfully... Okay, medyo nagtalsikan ng konti. Dalawa lang yung lumumukas. Ayun, ng powder. So, pakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung ginawa ko yan. Yung tatlong yan lang. 1, 2, 3. Yung talagang ni-remove ko yung sticker para hindi siya masyado makalat. Dito nga lang, kumalat na siya. Anyway, so I will be applying it on my face using just my fingertips right now. Tomorrow, I will use it with a powder puff, which is the one that came with it. I want to make sure, or I want to check if this is functional and not just display or not just the stopper for the powder. And also, using a powder blush. But ngayon, fingertips lang tayo. So, dispense tayo ng konti. I will just match it with my skin. Yan, perfect yung mga butas na ginawa ko kasi konting-konti lang. Hindi masyado madami. And, ngayon, I will apply it on this side of my face. I have nothing to compare, so push na lang. Apply na lang natin siya. Or dito sa baba ko. I don't know. Dito siguro. So, as you can see, it is still a little warm on the warmer side, which is why I prefer light than the medium one, because the medium one is yellow warm. This is somehow warm, but can be neutral at the same time when blended. So, let's try to blend using our fingertips. I know it's not the usual way, but it blended pretty well. Try natin sa under eyes ko kung mag-brighten ba siya or mag-yellowish. Because that's the problem that I have if ever medium na kuha ko. Baka masyadong warm and mag-yellowish lang siya. Because I am now currently NC25. So I am a little fairer than my usual, which was 30. Ayan, so nag-brighten up siya in a way na hindi siya super yellow and hindi rin siya parang pink, 'di ba? So sakto lang, perfect na perfect sa akin ng shade na light. So try din natin kung yung coverage niya matakpan niya itong pimple na to. It can blur out, but that's it. Very less coverage. It did not actually promise to give you full coverage, but it can definitely blur out. Now, for further coverage and for more specific coverage, I will try to cover my tattoo. It really brightens up my under eye. So, let's see. May buhok pa. Dito tayo sa kita nyo yung blue. So it is really sheer coverage, although that is blue. How about this one, the purple and the reddish? Yeah, it depends on what you were about to cover. So na blur out niya, it blurs out, but doesn't really cover that much. See this part? Ayan. So it has coverage, but very, very sheer to light coverage lang siya. So that is my first impression as of the moment. Tomorrow is the application as well as the wear test. One thing is for sure, this is not really a foundation replacement. It is meant to set the powder plus give you the additional protection from the sunlight, which hence the name powder sunscreen. So it is meant to help you retouch your sunscreen on the go, but this is a big size for on the go. So enough of my premature rating or my premature review and thoughts about this product. I will see you guys tomorrow. So bye for now. Alright guys, so I am back. Hindi ko masyadong lalaksan yung boses ko kasi it is currently 5 in the morning. I am getting ready, going to work. So technically training. So basically, ngayon natin siya i-wear test. It did not claim to be mask proof or transfer proof, but we still want to know how it will actually work with us wearing mask all day, diba? So now, on half of my face, I have regular sunscreen na hindi tinted, and on the other half is, of course, the all-covered tinted sunscreen. So we want to try if it can actually work alone, although it was created perfectly as a match for this existing tinted sunscreen. Pero syempre, kung ikaw naman ay hindi nakabili nito, so gusto natin malaman kung paano din siya mag-work. So yun yung ginawa ko ngayon. So pasensya na kayo kung hindi ako masyadong proper ngayon na. Medyo nagmamadali tayo ng konti and ginawa ko na lang na parang fast forward or time-lapse yung application ko ng base kasi mainit besh and I don't wanna do a lot of talking in this morning kasi nga baka magising yung mga kamag-anak, baka magising yung mga kapitbahay ko. So, enough about the blabbering. Ito na yung ating powder. So, we will try to apply it using the puff on this side of my face. Halimbawa nga hindi ka nakabili ng all-covered tinted sunscreen and wala ka rin masyadong brushes. So, ito lang yung gagamitin mo and yung puff na kasama niya. And on the other side, of course, shala-shala ka, follower ka talaga ni Anakay, meron ka nung tinted sunscreen and meron ka rin nung kanyang sponge and meron ka rin pambili ng mga powder brush. So, ganun yung gagawin natin. So, ngayon, lagay-lagay lang tayo dito. Shake, 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 shake. And, minake sure ko lang, itong side ng sponge na to ay hindi may tinted sunscreen. So, minake sure ko lang na nakalapat mabuti. May pimple ako kaya naglagay ako ng pimple patch. Nakalapat mabuti, walang excess. Kasi ito, it will not work alone. It can actually be a regular powder, but the sunscreen protection is not dependable alone. So, anyways, I'll discuss more of that later. Pero, ngayon, ay Powder tayo. Ay! Kalarki. So, swirl mong ganyan para hindi siya masyadong sobrang dami. Tapos, pagpag mo konti. Ngayon, powder na tayo. Actually, hindi ako ganito mag-powder in real life, ha? Pero kasi nga, SPF siya. Gusto mo makuha yung proper amount of protection. Kaya medyo madami. So, kapag nagre-retouch ka lang, kasi ngayon first time mo siyang i-apply, diba? Gagawin mo siyang pang set. Kung magre-retouch ka lang, pagkakuha mo ng powder, dab mo siya ng konti at the back of your hand para hindi naman sobrang powdery. In fairness, ang ganda niya, oh. On a regular sunscreen, maganda na siya. Meron siyang blurring effect, to be honest. Ayan, oh, kita niyo ba? Na-blur out niya yung under eye ko, yung dark under eyes ko, na-blur out niya. Sorry, nakatingin ako dito, ginagawa ko siyang mirror. Ayan, na-blur out niya, oh. Oh, diba? Yung, tawag dito, parang under eye lines, dito, na-blur out niya. And yung redness dito, kasi wala naman tayong tinted na sunscreen nilagay dito. Regular sunscreen lang. And, na-blur out din niya yung redness. So far, so good. So, as a setting powder for a sunscreen or anything else, good job siya. So, dito tayo sa kabila, using different brushes. Simulan natin dito sa ganito, yung ganitong brush. So, what I normally do is I swirl it like this. Ganyan, 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 ganyan. Para makoat lahat ng strands. And then, of course, tap the excess. And ganito. So, normal naman yung application niya. Walang buo-buo. Wala rin yung parang cakey na itsura. Try naman natin yung other brush. Ito, ganito. Yung medyo, alam mo yun, yung pang mineral foundation. Ganyan. Feeling ko, kung gusto mo na mas makadagdag ng coverage itong powder na to sa'yo, piliin mo yung ganitong mga denser na brush. Mas mapapak mo yung powder on a certain area na gusto mo ng additional coverage. Although, hindi naman kinlaim nito na full coverage siya. It's just sheer to light coverage. Hindi nga medium eh. Sheer to light lang. So, kung gusto mo mas mapak yung powder on a specific area, dun ka sa denser brush. Tulad nito, yung mga dito sa gilid ng ilong. Medyo nagmamadali ako kasi ang init. Diba? Naka-long sleeves ang lola mo. Move on tayo sa natural hair na brush. Ayan. Dito tayo sa my forehead. Okay din siya. Of course. Alam mo, usually, yung ganitong mga test na ginagawa ko for mineral powder. Pero, why not a sunscreen powder, diba? Okay din siya dito. And lastly, ganito, yung mga pa-cute na brush. Ganito yung ginagamit ko pag nag-retouch ako kasi compact, mas maliit, and hindi masyadong malaki yung space na nakukuha sa aking bag. So, dito yan, pang dito. Ayan. So, tingnan nyo. Meron bang difference yung tinted sunscreen and yung non-tinted sunscreen? Well, on top of the fact na perfect shade ko yung light ng tinted sunscreen nila, I don't see any difference whether or not meron kang tinted sunscreen or wala. Maganda pa rin siya. It really blurs out the pores. Of course, mas maraming benefit kapag yung tinted sunscreen ni Anakay kasi it has vitamin C, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and centella asiatica. But if you want to know more about this product, ililink ko sa description box yung review ko separately. So, this is how it looks like. Now, I will finish the rest of my makeup and I'll get back to you in a while. Alright, Marias, I am back. Hindi ako masyadong may makeup talaga kapag ako ay pupunta sa work. Siyempre, meron lang tayong kilay and then hindi na rin ako masyadong nag-blush on. Very, very light lang kasi ayaw natin na during the wear test, yun yung maging transfer doon sa ating mask. Gusto natin as much as possible, even if it did not claim to be transfer proof, gusto natin makita kung gaano siya katibay when it comes to wearing of mask. Of course, meron pa rin akong pimple patch. And ngayon, I will leave for work. I will be using mask and I'll share with you my thoughts later on kung ito ba ay dapat mo talagang bilhin or hindi. But for me, if you are a sunscreen addict like me na you really like the advantage, it's the cheapest form of anti-aging. As early as now, you should actually take care of your skin. Even if you are not putting up a budget for a certain skincare product like retinol or retinoids, you can actually invest on your skin as early as now using a lot of sunscreen. Yes, sunscreen lang talaga. You can fight the signs of aging and there's no need for you to correct it during the time na 40s ka na, 50s, and ayaw mo ng mga signs of aging na yun. But enough of the blubbering. I'll see you guys later after 2 to 4 hours. Hey guys, this is how it looks like closely. Super satin matte finish sa or velvet matte finish. Ayan o, ang kinis na talaga sa face, even if, of course, meron tayong sunscreen, even if yung powder na to ay wala talagang coverage, talaga namang mapapawaw ka na lang sa kanyang finish. Ayan. So time now is 6:30. I will give you an update, maybe 8 or 9 or kung kailan ako magbe-break. But I'll insert now a clip ng photo ready test if there's a flashback. Well, of course, there will be because this is a sunscreen. Pero gusto kong ipakita sa inyo kung gaano ka-heavy or gaano ka-light lang yung makikita nyong flashback. And of course, wala siyang white cast. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, this is how I look like going to work. So I will have this copper mask temporarily. I will change it to a proper mask later sa actual work ko. So I'm just showing it to you right now. Alright, so after, gano'n nakatagal? Mga less than an hour, ito na yung itsura niya. Medyo maingay dito, pasensya na. So okay pa rin naman, makinis siya. So naka-mask ako kanina. Pero yung nose ko medyo nag-oil up. So, ayun lang. Pero so far, so good. Okay naman siya. Alright, so this is my actual mask that I will be wearing for the next few hours. I'll give you an update kung ano yung mangyayari sa akin. Pero ngayon, meron na siyang konting oiliness. So, I'll see you guys in a while. So, this is how it looks like after 3 hours. Medyo ma-oily na siya ng konti, lalo na sa nose area. Kaka-remove ko lang ng mask. And of course, it's not transfer proof. Pero mas marami yung nose contour yan. So, yung dito sa side ng face, hindi siya masyadong nag-transfer ng bongga. Medyo lang. Pero yung nose contour ko, nag-transfer talaga. So, I think yung 3 hours of wear time under a mask is equivalent to 6 hours na siguro kung hindi ka naka-mask. So, okay naman yung oil control niya. Although, yung mattifying niya ay soft matte lang. So, I think that's a good wear test already, and I'll see you guys later.
She told Russell to email facilities. And then they got the lockers before we did.
Which is unfair, diba? We emailed it a day before.
Yeah, they only emailed 5 days.
Yeah, but how did you know that you really sent it,